Hello everybody, welcome to some chess. I just played a game on chess.com, and it was my first time to play chess on chess.com in a long time. And just the oddest thing happened. First of all, I won the other guy's queen. It was a Nimzo Indian where he wastes his move with a3, and I set up on... I probably should have played h6 before he plays bishop g5. One day I'll learn that lesson, but it hasn't happened yet. So he gets this pin in, and I don't have a dark square bishop to counter it with anymore. And I plan to set up... I have to stop e5 here. So I played d6 because e5 is going to be a real problem for my f6 knight. So I do all this mess. I have the ideal sort of center here for my light square bishop. And I'd like to set up operations against c4. So I'm thinking knight a5, b6, bishop a6, and that kind of thing. And he plays this queen a4 move, which after knight a5 gives me an opportunity to get out of the pin with queen d7. And the trick being that if he takes it, I can take with the knight, and now I'm no longer pinned. And if he doesn't take it, he has to move his queen away or lose his queen. And then that gives me a chance to play like knight e8 or knight h7 or something. I don't know. So that was my thinking. And he just decided to capture the knight instead of move his queen away, so that loses the queen. And shortly thereafter, I think I played this move right here, and my computer just shut off. Like literally my screen went completely black and everything stopped. And it took me a few seconds to even realize what had happened, which is that my laptop had come unplugged. And it's very, very rough on battery. Like my laptop is probably 5 or 6 years old. So the battery doesn't last just a whole lot of time after it comes unplugged. And my son gets his foot hung in cords all over the place. So probably that's what happened. I don't know. But anyway, I had to turn my laptop back on, which is going to take a while to boot back up and get back to this game. Probably more than the 2.5 minutes I had left in this game. So I had to run and find my phone and finish the game. Figure out how to join the game using my phone, and then finish the game using that tiny little screen, which wasn't configured properly for, we'll say, optimum viewing. And so he just spent a few minutes chasing my queen around while I was getting acclimated here, and I tried to mop up any pawns. Obviously just hung my exchange there, but I didn't even notice that at the time. I was rushing around. I think I had like a minute something left here. And so I finally tried to consolidate and get my pieces in the game, and wound up just winning on time, but I was clearly winning the game. Yeah, right here I think was the final position, and he ran out of time instead of me because I was moving pretty instantly. So he's clearly gonna be in some trouble here. Okay, so I wanted to at least get that game on the record, and I'm going to try one more game and see how it goes. So hopefully my laptop stays plugged in this time. My son's taking a nap, so shouldn't be any issues on that front. That player was rated over 1400 when I played him, so it was nice to beat a higher rated player, even though, I mean, I don't know. I feel like I'm way underrated. I was 1296, I think, at the beginning of that game. But I don't ever play on this site, so the only time I ever play on this site is if I'm distracted or something. And that's kind of how it worked out this last game, too. Okay, well, we get to play black again. All right, so e4 or d4, what do you think? Another d4, second game in a row. This mess. So this is the probably the Grand Prix attack. And I'm not super happy playing the Grand Prix attack. If he plays c4... Okay, this is not the Grand Prix attack. It wasn't the Grand Prix attack anyway. That would have been... Yeah, I'm completely confused. Forget what I said about that. I'd like to play this kind of a Benoni sort of a thing against this d4, e3 setup. It just makes me happy. No real reason. And probably what I'm going to do is Fianchetto right here. Just kind of a standard looking little setup here. Nothing crazy. Alright. What is it? Maybe a hedgehog? If I play d6 here? I'm not really sure. I don't know how it works. This is not a system I'm comfortable in at all, just for the record. Thinking about maybe knight d5, maybe for knight f4. Not real certain. And d6 and e5 maybe. Oh, what is the point of that move? Move doesn't really do much in terms of anything I can see. So knight d5, and then take on e7. Ooh, maybe even knight t5, take with the knight and redeploy it somewhere. I don't really see where that would come in handy. Or knight d5 and then take with this knight and redeploy it to g6 maybe. I don't know. Let's try some stuff. What do you think? I think I'm going to redeploy this direction. Okay, that loses the a7 pawn, so I need to think about what I'm doing here. If I play knight takes e7 with this knight, he plays queen here. This bishop is unprotected, so there isn't really a whole lot I can do. Yeah, it's a bummer. That's the way I wanted to go. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and... I'm going to take with the queen. I think, yeah. It gets my queen off the back row, connects my rooks. And now say knight f4. This bishop is going to come out. Maybe d5. I don't know. Let's try it. You only live once. All right. I'd definitely like to redeploy that knight. Trying to come up with maybe... Ah, now there's a good move. I'm going to do this. And I may take... I can't take with the f-pawn, can I? Bummer. So I'll take with the d-pawn. I'm not playing this game very well, frankly. My time is a bit of an issue. Alright, so I can't take it still. Yet he's hung his knight, and I almost missed it. Okay, so this puts me in a pretty good position. I'm going to take it with the D pawn, right? Yeah. And now I'm in decent shape. And that's a pretty good move. Let's go to here. Somewhere over here. Huh. I'm going to need to get rid of that. So let's go with... yeah, it's going to get a little hairy, isn't it? Alright, I think I can do this. Now we're playing on g2. If he takes the rook or the knight, then I just checkmate him. Right, so now... Really not sure still. If I play here, he takes with the knight. Yeah, so, I mean, I might lose a pawn, but he's down a whole piece. So I'm going to do this. And I'm going to try to work my queen to h3, maybe. Something like that. This attacks this knight. Okay. No problem there. Don't mind that at all. So let's get... that piece to there. Now we need to concentrate on that light square weakness. Oh my gosh, my time. Great. So I'm going to have to move pretty quickly now. Like pretty much instantly, which means I'm going to lose, but that's alright. Because once I get to these light squares, he's just going to take on d5, and then I'm going to have to grind out an ending. He's got 2.5 minutes left. Goodness gracious. And I've got knight f4. I don't anymore. Oh, he resigned. I can't believe he resigned. Okay, well, that was lucky because I think this was what I was going to have to deal with. He can't do that, so yeah. Anyway, I wonder if there's an easy way to get the PGN of this game and then look at it in a reasonably decent client. But I'm not going to do that right now. I might make a follow-up video and analyze it a little bit later, but I'm not going to take any more of your time up right now. Thanks for watching. See you later.